There's a fascinating detail in this week's Torah portion Vayeira where God tells Abraham that he's going to be destroying the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah for their terrible behavior. And the Torah records that Avram begins to argue with God. He tells God, how could you do that? Can't you show some compassion? Aren't there some righteous people that are innocent among the people there? And on their behalf, maybe you should save the populace. And when this goes back and forth with God. He's trying to find some righteous people, and he doesn't find anyone. The verdict is passed. And the Torah says, Vavram shavlim kaim, Avram went back to his place. What does it mean he went back to his place? Usually it means he went back to his house. He didn't succeed, he moved on. But there's another interpretation that says Avram went back to his ways. He went back to his custom. What custom is that? To argue with God, to protect the underprivileged, to defend the underdog. And if he had to take his case to God again, he would do it again. And that's the way Avram was. Why? Because he believed he was right. And when you have convictions and you know that you're on the right path, you may have a setback, you may not succeed this time, but you're at it again next time. If it's right today. If it's right tomorrow, it's right next year. But a lot of us, when we don't succeed in something, we balk, we give in, we throw in the towel, we give up. And that's wrong. Sometimes we do virtue because we look for the reward. And when the reward doesn't come, we become disillusioned. That's the wrong attitude. We have to learn from Avram. If you believe in something, go all the way to the end. Some people become religious. They take on a religious mitzvah, a religious lifestyle, because they're having problems. They believe this will be the magic fix. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it doesn't happen. What happens then? Sometimes they leave it. They don't stick with it. But that's wrong. The Mishnah says the schar mitzvah, the reward for a mitzvah is the mitzvah itself. Knowing that you did the right thing, knowing that you're virtuous, that alone is a reward. Do you succeed every time? If you won, you didn't win this time, you lost, try again next time, you'll win again. If you don't, try a third time. If it's right, it's right. Sleeping at night with a good conscience is also worth something. So just stick to your principles, fight for the underdog like Avram did, and protect the underprivileged and do the right thing, whether you succeed or you don't. Avram shavlim kaim, you always have to go back to it, back to your custom, stay with it. Because it's right, and you know it's right, and that will eventually you will succeed. Have a wonderful Shabbos, and all the best.